and welcome to News Now on TV360. I am Thelma Okoro. Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, General Gabriel Olonisaki, says the new Chibok girls video released by Boko Haram will not deter the military in its offensive against the insurgents. In the video released by Boko Haram, the group showed what it described as a Nigerian military aircraft dropping bombs on their hideouts and killing some of the Chibok girls. The group also said for over 2 years the girls had been with them. About 40 of them have been married off. Some girls wearing headscarves in the video were seen behind a Boko Haram militant who demanded the release of fighters in return for freeing the girls. Meanwhile, Gabriel Olonisaki says the military will investigate the video as well as intensify its campaign in the northeast part of the country. He was speaking with State House correspondents inside the presidential villa in Abuja. The Nigerian government says it is doing everything possible to secure the release of the Chibok girls kidnapped by Boko Haram 2 years ago. This comes after the sect released a new video showing some of the over 200 schoolgirls abducted in April 2014 in northeast Nigeria. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, in a statement said the government is in touch with those purportedly behind the video. Mohammed expressed the hope that the latest developments will signal the beginning of the end of the nightmare to which the girls, their families, and indeed all Nigerians have been subjected to since the unfortunate abduction. The kidnapping of the 276 schoolgirls triggered the global social media campaign Bring Back Our Girls, involving even the U.S. First Lady Michelle Obama and a host of notable individuals. But despite their efforts, less than 10 of the girls have since been rescued. Meanwhile, the Bring Back Our Girls movement says it has received mixed feelings the video by Boko Haram, which showed some of the abducted schoolgirls. In a statement by its conveners Aisha Yusufu and Obi Ezekwesili, the group urged the Nigerian government to take immediate military action in order to secure the rescue of the girls. It also announced plans to stage a march to Aso Rock in the coming weeks in order to state their demands. The group also called on the international community who previously expressed intentions to support the rescue of the girls to re-engage and adopt a planned rescue position. The Nigerian military has denied some Chibok girls were killed by airstrikes launched by Nigerian troops. In a statement issued, the Defense Headquarters said it was examining the latest video from the group to determine its authenticity. Its spokesman, Brigadier General Rabi Abubakar, said, quote, "It is extremely difficult and rare to hit innocent people during airstrikes because the operation is done through precision attack on identified and registered targets and locations," end of quote. Ahmed Salkida, a journalist declared wanted by the Nigerian army for links to Boko Haram, says he intends to return to the country anytime soon to clear his name. Salkida and 2 others, Ahmed Bolori and Aisha Wakil, were declared wanted by the Nigerian army on Sunday for their links to the Islamic sect. Spokesperson for the army, Colonel Sani Usman, said the trio had information on the conditions and the exact location of the Chibok girls. In his response to the military, Salkida said his connection to the sect lies with his connection to Nigeria and his professional journalism work. On her part, Wakil insisted she remains in contact with the Nigerian army chiefs and says she will submit herself when the army calls her for questioning, while Bolori has turned himself into the Nigerian army in Maiduguri. The Borno state government says it's received a cash donation of $1 million from the Bill Gates Foundation for the victims of the Boko Haram insurgency in the state. Governor Kashim Shettima was speaking in Minok, Kaga local government area while distributing food items and farm inputs purchased by the government. He explained that part of the donated funds were expanded on acquiring 100 hectares of farmland for food production. Protesters blocked the gates to offices of U.S. oil company Chevron in Niger's Niger Delta region on Monday. This will be a week since the protests have taken place in that region. The protesters, mostly unemployed youths, started a demonstration last week claiming their settlement had been destroyed due to a Chevron oil depot or tank farm. A protest organizer and a community leader said they are demanding jobs and housing from Chevron. About 1 million children in Borno State and over 4 million in neighboring states are being targeted for immunization against the polio virus. This comes as the federal government, supported by the World Health Organization, UNICEF, and partners of the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, began an emergency immunization campaign after 2 fresh cases of polio virus emerged in the northeast part of the country. The outbreak, which has also been confirmed by the World Health Organization, is a huge blow to the country's hopes of achieving a polio-free status. Niger had its last case of the virus reported in July 2014 and was within a year of being certified polio-free by WHO. Abdulmumun Jibrin, a former chairman of the Appropriations Committee of the House of Reps, has alleged that Iyola Omishere, former deputy governor of Osun State, is the godfather of Yakubu Dogara. In a letter addressed to John Oyego, the chairman of the APC, Jibrin once again accused Dogara of engaging in corrupt practices. The party had last week ordered Jibrin to stop making public accusations against the Speaker of the House of Reps, Yakubu Dogara. Both Dogara and Jibrin are members of the All Progressives Congress. However, Jibrin flouted the orders and continued his attacks on the Speaker of the House. Jibrin started slamming allegations of corruption against Dogara and other members of the House leadership when he was removed as the chairman of the Appropriations Committee last month. Nigerian radio station City FM has begun the first season of a program which it says will be used to train upcoming on-air presenters. The radio station held a press conference in Lagos State, Southwest Nigeria, to announce its plans. City FM says the winner of the first season will be retained as a staff in the station, while the other contestants have the option of staying on an internship training program.
The City Media Academy is an initiative of City FM. It's a vocational training program / capacity development initiative of City FM. What spurred it was I just woke up one day and I decided to set it up because of the influx of interns that we have coming to City FM. You know, they all, first of all, want to be on-air personalities, they want to be presenters, they want to be superstars, they want to be celebrities, they aspire to be like, you know, the buzzing presenters that we have, the Dan Foster, the Toke Makinwa, the VN007, the Benny Ark, you know, they all want to be like that. So I decided, you know what, it's an opportunity to give back to the society. I would love to get involved in training young people to become radio personalities, to become on-air presenters. So I said, okay, all right, steps to take. I think we need to set up one in City FM. Unfortunately, I so wish that I could make it free of charge, just again to demonstrate my passion. But because there are quite a number of costs associated with it, like the facilitators' fees, so we started with a token of 50,000 naira from the students. So that's how much it will cost. And I forgot to mention that for this first season, we are going to offer the best students a job in City FM, as well as give all of them an option of interning with us once they finish. So they have about a month to intern.
Nigeria's main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, has started the screening of various aspirants contesting for posts in the party's national convention slated to hold on Wednesday. According to the party's program of activities, screening of aspirants is to take place in Port Harcourt on August 15th, while the appeal committee would entertain complaints as from August 16th. The party has been engulfed in a leadership crisis since it was removed from power in 2015. Counter-court rulings have since declared former Borno State Governor Ali Modu Sheriff and the former Adamawa State Governor Ahmed McCarthy the party's authentic chairman. The latest court ruling went in favor of Sheriff and also ordered the party's national convention scheduled for August 17 be stalled. However, the party has insisted on holding that convention. A week after the commencement of the 2016 Hajj airlift in Nigeria, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, has announced the airlift of about 20,000 Nigerian pilgrims to the Holy Land. The commission on Sunday said already the first batch of Zamfara State contingents are preparing to leave Medina for Makkah. An official of the commission, Adamu Abdullahi, said that the airlift of pilgrims from the various departure centers is progressing steadily with records of little hitches. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll look at business and international stories. Don't go away.
Corruption not in my country.
How work?
Oh, correct, Oga.
What is it that you are doing?
Oga, they come out the part now. Make we go sell for.
Oga, na correct kuza be this o. Oga Titus and him boys them. They do am. They will come out the original parts, sell them, make plenty kuza.
No wonder our customers bring the generator back to our workshop because they're bad. And not because of stuff.
Now because they overuse the generator. Plus say NEPA no they give them electricity.
Before I open my eye, Makachuku look at my talk in the heaven. Replace this original generator parts back inside this generator of my customer. In short, before we do frog jump. One. Frog jump. 1, 2, 1. Stealing of generator parts or changing of original parts to a fake one. That is the corruption. Not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
Welcome back to Business Stories now. Oil prices rose on Monday to fresh highs for the month of August as speculation intensifies about potential producer action to support prices in an oversupplied market. Brent crude oil futures rose to $47.40 per barrel, while U.S. crude futures rose to a high of $44.95 per barrel. In a sign of an ongoing fight between Middle East producers for Asian market share, Iran's crude exports to South Korea rose in July to nearly 4 times the level of a year ago and 5.9% higher than the previous month. Venezuelan Oil Minister Eulogio Del Pino has started a tour of OPEC and non-OPEC countries as part of efforts to reach consensus among oil-producing countries. He will be accompanied by Foreign Minister Delcy Rodriguez. Since the plunge in oil prices in 2014, Venezuela has repeatedly tried to broker peace deals to freeze production and reduce a supply glut with limited success. Zambian President Edgar Lungu narrowly won re-election on Monday in a vote his main rival Hakainde Hichilema rejected on claims of alleged rigging. Lungu faced a tough challenge from Hichilema to rule over Africa's second-largest copper producer, which has suffered from an economic slump due to depressed commodity prices. Lungu won 50.35% of the vote against 47.63% for his opponents. The Election Commission of Zambia has confirmed. Hichilema's United Party for National Development, UPND, has now accused electoral officials of colliding in favor of Lungu. Suspected rebels killed at least 36 civilians in northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo. This is according to the provincial governor. This marks the deadliest massacre in the conflict-ravaged region this year. Local army spokesman Mark Hazuke said that the attack was staged in the evening by the rebels from the Allied Democratic Forces, a Ugandan Islamic militia that has operated in eastern Congo since the 1990s. It appeared to be the deadliest attack in the area since an assault blamed on the ADF in November 2014, which killed at least 80 people. Moving on to sports stories now, 2014 Commonwealth gold medalist Blessing Okagbare has qualified for the semi-final of the Rio 2016 200-meter event. The Nigerian qualified as a winner in Heat 5, finishing with a time of 22.71 seconds. She will be hoping to perform better than she did in the 100-meter event, where she failed to qualify for the final. The women's 200-meter semi-final starts on Wednesday, 2 a.m. Nigerian time. The Nigerian Football Federation has confirmed that the Sports Ministry has refunded Dream Team 6 captain Mikel Obi the sum of $4,600 he paid to finance the hotel bills of the Olympic team. The Sports Minister Solomon Dalong had initially denied that Mikel paid for the welfare of the team, but the NFF in a statement on its website said the money has now been returned to the Chelsea player. Mikel, who is appearing at his first Olympics, is also captain of Team Nigeria at the Games. The Dream Team 6 are currently in the semi-final of the football event. They played Germany in the semi-final on Wednesday. Kickoff has also been slated to hold for 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Nigeria's sole representative in the boxing event of the Rio 2016 Olympic Games, Efe Ajagba, is through to the quarterfinals. Ajagba qualified for the quarterfinals in an emphatic style as he knocked out Trinidad and Tobago's Nigel Poe inside 23 seconds to progress into the last 8. He will now face Ivan Dechiko from Kazakhstan in the quarterfinals on Tuesday. A win for Ajagba will see him guaranteed at least a bronze medal in the Rio 2016 Games. Now, still on sports, 100-meter and 200-meter world record holder Usain Bolt became the first man to win 3 consecutive 100-meter titles after he defeated American Justin Gatlin in the final on Monday. Bolt ran for 9.81 seconds and 8 seconds ahead of Gatlin, who finished second in the tournament. Canadian athlete Andre Degrasse finished third. Meanwhile, Britain's Andy Murray became the first tennis player to win 2 Olympic titles singles by beating Argentina's Juan Martín del Potro in Rio 2016. Well, that's all we have on news now. We thank you very much for joining us. I am Thelma Okoro.